Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. I have mail. After I finished my video for the day on the Derwent metallic pencils and of course full set syndrome set in. So I went to Blix and ordered the rest of them. So those will be here sometime next week. But I got a knock on the door and it was the mailman and he left me things. I don't know what they are. I think I know what they are, but they weren't expected until next week. So I opened this one and I haven't opened the other one yet. This one was running late. It was actually supposed to be here earlier this week. And it is the rest of the prize pack for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Yay! So this is the Color Super Cute Animals by Jane Madej. And I will do a flip through of it probably later on today or on Monday, depending upon what I have to get done today. But it is a line art. So this is going to be accompanying the Adorable Animals Grayscale book from her. The reason why I'm using these books as giveaways is because both of them have a fantastic little tips and tricks area and how to color with pencils, how to color with markers, how to add things, the color palettes, and all of that wonderful, wonderful stuff. So even a beginner that has never colored before can take a look at this book and learn little bits that will help with your shading, with your color choices, as well as adding little bits. So that is one of those things that came, and I do have two of them, one for me and one for you. So one of those will be going in to the giveaway for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. So there will be two coloring books in that giveaway to one person, because I want you to have a line art and I want you to have a grayscale. Now this one I think I know what it is, but like I said, it wasn't supposed to be here until next week. So we're going to open it. Let's open it. It feels very well packed, even if it is in this plastic bag. I'm hoping it's well packed. Oh my goodness. It is well packed. So it's in the plastic bag. What else is in the plastic bag? Is there anything else in the plastic bag? Nope, just the plastic bag. And then it is completely bubble wrapped and taped very well. So let's get through the bubble wrap and the tape. Are you excited yet? So a little while ago, I did a video on Mark Art colored pencils. And everybody kept on telling me that they were Noni, that they were this Noni brand. I had never bought a Noni brand, so I don't know if they are the same as the Noni. So I went digging around until I found the Noni set. And I'm hoping that's what this is. We will find out as soon as I get through this packaging. All right. It is extremely well packaged. There is enough bubble wrap on here to safely ship a small child. This is insane. And it's taped, you know, it's not just taped at the end. It's taped halfway through and then halfway through that. So it goes back and forth over top of the box a whole bunch of times. Like a whole bunch of times. And that is exactly what it is. So it's in a box as well as all this bubble wrap. Like I said, there's enough bubble wrap there to wrap a small child. Okay, so let's take a look at these. So hopefully they're real and not imitation. They look pretty legitimate. I can't read Chinese, so. Oh, that's a pretty tin. I like the embossed letters on it. There's no damage to the tin. No damage to the box that it was in. They are sealed with a Nihon or Nihon stamp there. They have the Chroma-Color thing there, just like the Mark Arts do. And like I said, I never had these pencils before. I've never seen them before on Amazon or anything like that. And I don't usually buy pencils. Like I'll buy them from Blix or I'll buy them from Jerry's Artorama. Don't normally buy them off of AliExpress or anything like that. But these are really, I love the package. The box is just beautiful. And it's got a embossed in here. These are all pressed up like it's stamped. Like I said, there's this sticker here, this Nihon seal. So we'll get that off. All right. Now for da-da-da-da. Ooh, they are pretty. And they do look exactly like the Mark Art. They're the painting colored pencil. They have Nihon on it. It doesn't have a color name, but these are thick. These are a nice chunky pencil. And of course up here they have the Chroma-Color, just like the Mark Arts do. The Mark Arts have a color swatch thing, but don't know if this one does. I'm not seeing one. So they were shaken up a little bit, but I don't see any broken leads. And these do look so centered. Oh, are they ever pretty? This one here is a little off. Okay. And then underneath here, we've got some metallics. But boy, are they ever pretty. Nope. No color charts, though, which is fine. I can make my own color chart. I don't know what the names of the colors are, but I will match them with the ones from Mark Art and take a look at that. But they do look exactly like the Mark Art pencils. That one has a bit of a schmutz. Like I said, these did come from China. Has a pencil sharpener and a Nihon eraser here. So let's see on the back side. What's on the back side? Nothing. Okay, so it does not have any sort of color chart to tell you what colors are what, but they are very, very pretty. And they do have the quorum color there, just like the Mark Arts did. There's a couple of them that have a little bit of split in the wood from where they join them together. I don't like coloring with them as soon as they get here because they have been traveling quite some ways, and it is cold out. But I want to play with them. I want to play. So what we're going to do is we're going to play with a couple of them, and I will go through and do the swatch and everything else. And next week I will put up a video for them. But they're so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous looking pencils. Let's take a look here. Grab my swatch charts. Try not to knock my coffee over in the process, because that would suck. Do not kill the coffee. It's almost as bad as knocking the pencils on the floor. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the Mark Art color swatch here. And there we go. And we'll take a look and see what those colors are. Because they have the N, which is definitely the same, the Nione. So let's look at yellows. So the white is N32. Yeah. Bright yellow is N001. Very, very much the same. N002 is also very, very much the same. There's number 3. So yeah, I can pretty much say by number chart, they are Nione pencils. I don't know why they rebranded them Mark Art for the U.S. Market, but they are the same pencil as these Niones, of course. And I didn't doubt it, but I wanted to make sure, A, for myself, and B, I wanted more colors, because the Mark Art colored pencils are absolutely gorgeous. They go down absolutely fantastic. So I wanted more colors. I also wanted to make sure that that's what was going on with those. I don't know why they would even possibly put out. Oh, there's a plastic thing to protect them. There we go. Why they would even put out a set of pencils under a different name, and why they would pay to have that box changed that way, you know, just to appeal to a different market. That's just silly, because if your pencils are fantastic, they're fantastic. There's no getting around that. So I'm going to grab this color swatch journal thing here, and I'm just going to test out a couple of these pencils. I'm not going to swatch them because this book isn't very good for that, because I've used up all the swatch charts out of it. But I'm going to move these over here so that I have room. And we're just going to play with a couple of them and See how nice they are right out of the box. So we might as well just start with number 1. This is straight out of the box. It's got a beautiful barrel. It has painting oiliness, N001, painting colored pencils, N8520, and Nione there. Actually, I'm going to grab my art pencils as well and compare them. I think they're in here. I might have left them in the tin too, but I don't think I did. Pretty sure I put them away. Yes, I did. Okay, so I don't know why. Okay, so this one here is N001. So let's compare the two. Well, let's compare 2 or 3 of them. Let's compare these ones. A couple of different colors here. All right, so we've got 3 different colors here of the mark art. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to do things and move around all at the same time. Okay, so I have this one here is the N001. This one here is the N001. Now, the writing is different. The wording is the same. This here is different. So this one says M8606. This one says N8520. And then, of course, Nione and mark art on the ends. They are different on the ends as well. So as you can see, the Nione one doesn't line up. I've got it flat on the table. Let's see, this part here is flatter. So I've got it flat on the ends there. And the mark art part here, because of course that's a bigger word, is different than the Nione. The 2 bands are the same. The separation in the pencil writing here is the same. I'm going to switch you over to the other camera here so you can see better. Okay, so there. So the colors are the same. They look the same color, although the Nione pencil looks a little bit lighter than the mark art on the paint. The numbers are different there. However, the numbers are the same number here, but different font. That's a completely different font. This one here is bolder than this one. Could be the same font, just stretched out. Of course, the Nione doesn't have this stuff. It does have the painting colored pencil there. Yeah, see how much, if I line those 2 lines up, see how much shorter the Nione pencil end is compared to the mark art. It's not a shorter pencil, it's about the same size, maybe a touch shorter than the mark art, but not any big deal. Now let's move some of this stuff off my desk. So let's test these out. So we need a pen. Where's my pen? And we'll do mark art N001, Nione N001. All right, so let's do the mark art. That sound is because the page isn't flat on the table. Now let's turn that off so you can actually see the color. And move you this way a bit. So it goes down nice and smooth. I like the feel of the mark art, but I already knew that. So let's sharpen this one, just because it's not sharpened, so it's not even. Coloring with something with a blunt end is different than coloring with something with a sharpened end. So it feels pretty much the same. Yeah, definitely feel like the same pencil, and the colors are identical. Let's take a look with the light on. Yeah, there's no difference in the color there. Very, very, and I think that might be just the difference between pressures or hand positioning, etc. But the color itself is pretty much the same. So let's do this. So we're going to take the Nione here, and then we're going to take the mark art here, and we're going to combine them and see if there's any way that you can tell those apart. So let's switch you over to the other camera. And so I've taken the Nione and the mark art and put them together there. As you can see here, there is very little to no difference between the two. And if you look, let's turn that off so you can see. And turn it down at least. There we go. So if you look here, you can't even see the line where I stopped one color and went into the other. I can't see any difference in it. Can you guys? Yeah, I can't see any difference between the two. I think, yeah, it's pretty much, positive on this yellow that it's definitely the same company. So let's try this one. This is number 2. Now, I have not sharpened either one of these. They are both the same way that they came in the package, the exact same size pencil. This is longer on the tip than the Nione, and of course has all of the expert made in China, that kind of writing on it. Both of them have the same marring, like little color distortions in the paint going on the wood, which is interesting to me. It's almost like a stamp saying, okay, we came from the exact same printing press. Okay, so I'm going to sharpen both of these, and we're going to put them down here. So mark art N002 Nione N002. And then we're going to, I need a bigger desk, I'm telling you. I'm actually going to move you over a bit so that we can knock everything off my desk in the process so that we can concentrate on what we're doing here a bit better. All right. I've got stuff everywhere, so so we're going to sharpen these up. I'm so excited. I love new pencils, and I really enjoyed the mark art, and I was really happy to find out that there was a possibility that they were identical to another brand that has more pencils, more colors. So I was extremely excited to find out that there was more colors available. And if they were the exact same pencils, they would be perfect. So this is the Mark Art number N002. You can see that. So I'm going to put it here. Fairly smooth. Just absolutely fantastic coverage. There's barely any white spot at all in that light hand. That's just fantastic to me. You know, when you do a light hand and there's absolutely no white spot showing, is a really good pigmented core. So beautiful color, absolutely gorgeous color there. So we're going to go from here. All right. Now this one here is the Nione. Not sure if you can see that. N002. Both were sharpened by the exact same sharpener to the same point. I'm being a little bit rushed with the Nione light there, sorry. Exact same feel. Well, this one's got a bit of dark in the core. Caused a bit of a dark line there, which could be a problem. May be able to sharpen that out, but I don't know. Exact same feel. Everything. You can't even see where one starts, one ends. That's just phenomenal. Now, other than this area here, as you can probably see right here, there is a black squiggle in there from the Nione core. So I don't know if I picked something up from the sharpener or if it's something in the core. I will make a note of it and I will check when I do the swatch just to make sure. It may be something that's picked up off the sharpener. All right, last one. So I'm going to sharpen this one up because both the Mark Art and the Nione were not sharpened. This one is the Mark Art N004. This one is the Nione N004. Can't see much of a difference in coloring on the paint. Now, if Mark Art has copied the Nione, they did a really good job of it. Okay. No problems in sharpening, quite centered on that Nione. Look how centered that is. That's absolutely perfect. Mark Art's not as perfect, but that Nione is perfectly centered. Okay, so this one is Mark Art in 004. And this one is Nione in 004. Okay, so let's do the Mark Art first. Again, nice smooth laydown. Doing a very light layer here. You can see a bit of the white spot through it, which is fine. Like I said, this is a light layer. It is expected. If you don't see it, then it's a fantastic pencil. But on these darker colors, the white stands out a little bit more on the light side. So then we're going to do the heavy-handed. And the coverage is quite nice. Like I said, this is the Mark Art, so I've already swatched these before. However, I did so without sharpening them, but I wanted it to be as even as possible between the two colors. Okay, so that's the Mark Art. Take all the excess off. This is the Nione. Actually, I'm going to take this. This is the Nione. Just putting that center line down. Now I'm using a light hand. I'm trying to keep it as light as I did on the other one. Huh. That's interesting. Those look to be different colors. Both still absolutely wonderful, wonderful laydown. Actually, I think this laid down a lot easier than the Nione did. What do you think? This one here seems a little bit choppier than the Nione. Let's go the opposite direction just to fill it in. Sometimes you can get a different color reflection, I guess would be the word, with the different movement. So if you do it the wrong way, different way from each other. So I think they're pretty close. I think they're pretty much the same. I don't see any transition between the two there. They both cover, this one here seems to cover a little bit better. But like I said, this one here has been traveling and is very cold. So this one has had time to sit in a warm atmosphere for a long period of time. So that may be the inconsistency, but the color is almost dead on. So in my opinion, even though there are some inconsistencies in the barrel, there's a couple of inconsistencies with the pigment laydown and that sort of thing. So I'll keep on testing against each other. But all in all, I think they're pretty much the same pencil. There's a couple of inconsistencies between the two on, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I have to grab my board here. And my measuring tool. Okay, so this measures different thicknesses and that sort of thing. So we're going to come down here and we're going to go to 0. Make sure it's completely on the line. So that one goes to 24. Make sure we're on the line. Huh. The Nione pencils are thinner than the Mark Art pencils. Like when I laid them down like this, I didn't notice it at first, but I sat back and was looking at them. And this one is higher than this one. So this pencil is actually bigger. The Mark Art pencil is actually bigger than the Nione pencil. I will actually have my husband test it and check the cores as well and make sure that they're the same size of core. Because if they are, then the barrel itself really doesn't matter. But yeah, the Mark Art is a thicker barrel as well as the Nione. The Nione is a good chunky pencil and it feels like a good chunky pencil. The Mark Art feels a bit heavier. Huh, that's interesting. So I will actually, my husband has a tool that measures diameter and thickness and that sort of thing. So I will have him measure these for my review. But that is my Happy Mail for today. I just wanted to show it to you all because, yeah, I got a Happy Mail. I like Happy Mail. And, of course, to let you know that the things that I had purchased to do the giveaway all came in as well, which is awesome. So we'll be doing a flip through of that sometime soon before the giveaway on Tuesday. But as for these, so far, just with the 3 that I've tested, they're pretty darn close to the right coloring that the Mark Art are. I am finding that, sorry, I've got one camera in the way of the other. I am finding that there are a couple of inconsistencies, and that may be done on purpose so that Mark Art or Nione can't say to Mark Art, you stole our pencils, that sort of thing. But personally, I'll have to have them measured. I'll have Bob measure them for me. And I have to do the swatch. And then I'll compare the swatches as well as the laydown of all of the pencils and go from there. All in all, I think they're pretty much the same pencil. They have the same graphic inside the box. They don't have the same box at all. There's no similarities in the box itself other than this graphic. There is no similarities to the inside of the box, or outside of the box, I should say. The inside of the box is the same with that Quorum Color logo there. However, the differences are there as well. The stamping of the Nihoni name, the embossing of the N, that sort of thing. The fact that the Nihoni pencils may be thinner than the Mark Art pencils. They have the same numbers on the bottom part of the pencil. However, up here where it says M8606, on the Nihoni it says N, and that number is different. So that they may have come, see, and this one says M60. So they may have come from the same manufacturer, because all of them say M8606. Now, does all of these say N? Yeah, 8520. So, yeah, I think that's a manufacturer code. So these say N8520, where those say M. So yeah, that just might be a manufacturing code for the branding. But the numbers on the pencils are the same. The colors are pretty much almost dead on to the same. There are some inconsistencies in the barrel, but other than that, yeah, they're really, really close. Like really close, almost to a point where you can't tell them apart. So that tells me that it's very possible that the Mark Arts are the Nihoni pencils rebranded, or at least done in the exact same manufacturing company or facility as the Nihoni pencils. I don't know how Mark Art became. I don't know if it's just a rebranding of the Nihoni pencils because of customs and all that fun stuff. I'm not sure. I bought these from AliExpress, and I don't normally buy things from AliExpress because of the fact that I worry about them getting to me in one piece or ever getting to me. But these arrived beautifully. They arrived well packaged, and I will go through and swatch each and every one of them and do a review video for them, as well as a comparison between these and the Mark Art beyond what I already did today. At this point, from what I did today, I'm pretty satisfied that they are the same pencil. You know, the Nihoni orange is a little bit of a different color, but not enough to say it's not the same color, because that could easily be because of the direction I was coloring. The Nihoni N002 does have a bit of discoloration in the yellow. And again, that could be something that it picked up from the pencil sharpener. I will have to go through and let you know on that one. But otherwise, they're pretty much dead on for color. So the consensus is, as far as I'm concerned, true, that the Mark Art colored pencils are a rebranding or a duplicate, or however you want to say it, of these pencils here. I don't know how long Naoni has been producing pencils, but I know that Mark Art has shown up recently on the scene. So you be the judge on who's copying who, or if it's just the Naoni company decided to come to the United States and the market was, the packaging was geared more for the US market. However it happened, whatever brought that Mark Art logo and pencil into play, I don't know. Personally, I don't, if it says Naoni or Mark Art, you know, it doesn't make a difference to me as long as the pencils are absolutely fantastic, which so far with the 3 colors I've tested, these are. I actually prefer the graphics and the prettiness of this tin too. So, but I will go through and do the swatch and check them all out, and I will get back to you on that, and we will go through and do a proper review video of my wonderful Happy Mail. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button as well as ringing the bell. I do put out a video every day. So except for Sundays, sometimes Sundays I do special Sunday videos. So that one's pretty much reserved for special things, little parties and video interviews and auctions and fun stuff like that. Like this Sunday, we are having an auction. It is not going to be here on the channel. It is a private auction. So please check out the video on the special Sunday from last Sunday that tells you about the auction. I did also review all of that information on Work in Progress Wednesday this week. So take a look at that. It will walk you through all of the fun stuff that we're going to have on the auction, as well as how to register for the auction. You do need to be registered for the auction before 11 a.m. on Sunday. Anything beyond that, I will not be accepting as registration, and I will not be sending a link to. Now, that is 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in Eastern or Central Time, you have a little bit later. Well, to you, it's a little later. To me, not so much. But as long as everything is in by 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will get that link out to you before the auction. I will start the auction half an hour before the bidding begins to allow everybody time to get in and get settled down and sorted out so that everybody is ready for the bidding to begin. On Tips and Tricks Tuesday, I am doing a special Colored Pencils 101, and a giveaway is going on. So if you have not watched Tips and Tricks Tuesday, but want to know more about the giveaway, which this wonderful book that came in today is a part of, watch Tips and Tricks Tuesday to know how to enter into that giveaway. If you want to join us over on Facebook, please feel free to do so. Just fill out the application form. There is like 3 or 4 little questions there that need to be answered in order to be admitted into the Facebook group. These questions are not there to annoy you. They are there to protect the members of our group. So there are a lot of things going on Facebook, as well as other social media things, where people are stealing other people's pictures and posts and everything else and turning them into things that they're selling. And we don't want that happening to our members. So that's why we ask that you fill out the application. Somebody that is working through a bot or doesn't want to be seen entering the group won't fill out that application. So if you don't fill out the application, we're just not going to accept you into the group. So fill it out. It's just 3 or 4 little questions. It's there to protect you. It's there to protect our members. And what else did I need to tell you about? The end of the videos are getting so much longer now. I've got so many different things that I have to spit out. Another thing that I need to let you know about is that I am an Amazon affiliate. What that means is that any links to Amazon that you may click on any of my videos from basically the start of February on, all have affiliate links. The affiliate link does give me a small commission off of everything that you purchase from the link. So please do use the links when you purchase any of the items that you see on my videos. It does help out the channel. All of those funds go into a fund for the channel, for giveaways, for shipping and handling, for special parties, things like that. And of course, absolutely last but not least whatsoever, is always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Happy Mail as much as I did. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it until next week, but now I have all week to do the swatch. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. You have a great day and a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you tomorrow for our Saturday color and chat. Well, it's going to be actually a color along this time, so hopefully we see you there. All right, bye-bye for now, guys.